Welcome to Scorched Earth and a general reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon or Ascendant for the month of April. I hope you're well. We're using the Wild Unknown for you today. At the beginning of the year I did a 6-month overview for each of the signs, and now we're through that, halfway through that 6-month period. I've marked all of them down. I think they're down to like a couple of quid each now, 2 or 3 quid, something like that. That's pounds if you're not English. So if you're interested in checking that out and you haven't seen it already, the link is in the description box below. Go and have a look at that if you wish. And there will be an extended at the end of this as well if you are interested in that. So let's have a look for you. Let's see what's going on with you, Virgo. 3 cards for Virgo, please. Oh, we have the Star in your recent past, like that. Tell me what's going on in current energy of Virgo, please. We have the Devil reversed and Temperance. That's beautiful. I love that for you, Virgo. I have one more card, please, for Virgo. What's coming towards Virgo? We have the Ace of Pentacles, but another card drifted out at the same time, and it's the Ace of Cups. This is stunning, Virgo. I love this. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. Good Lord. Wow. I'm just drinking in the implications of this for you, Virgo, because it's been a long time coming. No? So, we're using the Lost Forest to clarify. Let's see what this is all about. I love this for you already, even before we pull any clarifiers. I adore this energy. So, let's have a look. Why is the Star here, please, for Virgo? Okay. We have the Ace of Cups again. There. Why is the Star here for Virgo, please? Thank you. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, these are big messages, Virgo. Wow. Tell me about the Devil, please, in reverse, and Temperance. We have the Sun, card of Leo in the Major Arcana. I'll take that as well. Drifted out while I was shuffling. It's the Moon, which is the card of Cancer in the Major Arcana. One more, please. We have the Three of Pentacles. This is stunning, Virgo. I'm actually almost speechless. Tell me about these 2 aces. Does Virgo need to know about these? We have the Page of Swords. We have the Temperance card again. And one more for this, please. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo, April is going to be such a pivotal month for you. We've got the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That is communication, but it doesn't have to be the normal type that as we understand it, right? We have a raven here who's a dark messenger. I think crows and ravens are associated with death because they're supposed to help souls. Well, depending on what culturally what you listen to. Some say that they help the souls of the dead cross over. Others say that they bring messages from the dead too. So that's something to bear in mind if it is that you have suffered a loss or a bereavement at some point in the in the last year, probably, I would say. Feels like a sign, actually, Virgo. Now I'm looking at it. And it's one that would be missed by everybody else, but you understand it for what it is. You see it for what it is, and you understand the communication that's coming in. Because this is incredible. I'm actually kind of speechless by this, right? So, in your recent past, we have the Star. Now, the Star can sometimes talk about healing and hope and those sorts of things, right? It does absolutely talk about the future, but it also talks about a feeling of connection. And this is something that is new for you, right? There is a connection to something. And It could be a person, it could be people, it could be a situation, a set of circumstances, it could be an institution, it could be literally anything. But it is something that feels like it has elevated you from where you were. Now, I know that Virgo as a sign has been down here for a long time, but this process of going up, right, you taking one step at a time and you hauling yourself out of there, really has occurred, and connection to something has elevated you beyond even that point now, right, where you couldn't see anything before. Now there's something going on here, and it's really, really strong. It feels really, really strong, right? And we've got to clarify it. We've got the Ace of Cups and we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Now this could be a newfound connection to something that is already established, right? Bringing in the Star here. Let me shut this window because there's more people squawking. It is a sense of the new about this, but this doesn't have to be your connection to, you know, something else. It could be the feelings that you have in being associated with this thing, because in addition to being, you know, new love for a person or a thing or, you know, whatever coming in, it can be a renewal of love for yourself, right? And this feels really quite strong. We have the Ten of Pentacles here, which can indicate, you know, home or business or whatever, but it is commitment, right? It's commitment to something that is established here. And I think that this is proving to be really important for you, because it's changing the way that you are showing up emotionally in the world, right? And this is really important for you because this is something that you've really struggled with, certainly in the time that I've been reading for you, but maybe for a long time before that, you know. In your current energy, we've got the Devil reversed and we've got Temperance, and I want to cry. That is just so beautiful, because the Temperance card is about healing, it is about balance, it is about temperance of the extremes, and Virgo, you have really suffered an extreme of the most hideous sort, right, in this last year. Certainly in the time that I've been reading for you, things have been very, very fucking hard indeed. But the pendulum has swung back, but it's not swinging to its full arc here. It's kind of just dropping into something, right? Because this Devil is turned upside down. The things that you previously felt very restrained by, you know, because of fear, because of, you know, all sorts of things. And then, you know, the Devil can talk about abuse, whether that's substance abuse or physical abuse, you know, domestic abuse, all of those kind of things. But it can talk about toxicity, it can talk about codependence, it can indicate all of these things, right? But at the root of it all is fear. That's why we stay where we are, because we fear that either we cannot cope with life without this thing, you know, or there are a myriad of different ways in which it can show itself. But ultimately it's fear, right? And it's turned upside down. The fear is dissipating. The fear that has kept you trapped and stuck in one place for a very long time is shifting. And where it is exiting your life, Temperance is coming in to fill the void. You know? Healing, hope, balance. Sometimes forgiveness. If forgiveness is, you know, relevant here in that point, then that's something. But this is just an incredible alchemical quality here to this card. Because the Temperance card is a card of Sagittarius, right? It's a fire element card. And here, this, I think it's a heron. Is it heron or a stork or something like that? Oh, it would be a stork, wouldn't it? Because it looks like it's holding a new thing here. The stork is crying. I don't know if you can see that. The tears are rolling from the stork's face down into this, and this is something very new, right? This almost feels like Ace of Wands kind of energy to me, and that's actually the only ace that's missing from this reading for you, is this Ace of Wands. It's the transmutation of pain into something beautiful. That's what this is. And it has a newness about it. Yeah, I said it looks like a stalk because it looks like it's carrying a baby, right? The whole thing about stalks bringing babies. I don't know if that's just an English thing, English and American thing. If you're watching from elsewhere in the world, you know, it's something parents tell children when they don't want to explain, you know, sex. Oh, this stalk brought, you know, your little brother Jimmy and left him under a bush and then we found him like that. So, no, it's ridiculous, right? But it's got that energy of something that caused you pain being transmuted into something that is vital, that has life to it, right? Real life force stuff we're talking about here. This is profound. The cards that clarify it, in the first instance, we have the sun and the moon. Now, for me, the moon is all about the things that are hidden. It's about the subconscious. It's about the non-conscious, which means necessarily that the sun must talk about consciousness, right? As well as being the happiest card in the deck. Like I said, it's Leo and Cancer respectively. They are equal and exact opposites in my mind, right? In this sort of reading, how they're showing up here. So what do we have here? We have balance. We have balance of the subconscious and the conscious. We have balance between that which is hidden and obscured and that which is out in the light and obvious. And more than that, we've got the Three of Pentacles, which talks about cooperation and collaboration and teamwork and all of these things. Now, one way to read this is that you have reached a state where one of these is not overpowering the other and actually they're working in alignment, right? Helping you to shed the fear. The other way is that maybe this is associated with, you know, this connection that you have made, whatever it is, whether it's to a person or to people or to a group or to a circumstance, whatever, right? It's really helped you beyond where you thought was possible, you know? It doesn't really matter like which way around it's happened. The important thing is it's happening, and this is so new for you, so profound for you. I can't even begin to tell you. So what's coming towards you in April is the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This is amazing, right? The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity, but remember that I see Pentacles as energetic currency. So anything that is capable of being invested, that can also be a pentacle. It can be a new house, it can be a new job, it can be, you know, all of these sorts of things. But it can also be about newfound energy, newfound love, newfound time, care, effort. It's about planting a seed. Both of these are about planting a seed, right? Because they are pure potential. Now, they will remain forever potential unless you pluck them and you do something with them. And actually, given the energy that you're in at the moment, Virgo, I really have no issue with seeing you doing that. And as an earth sign, there's an element of delayed gratification here, right? You plant the seed, you nurture the seed, you grow the seed, and eventually it'll end up in a tree. But there's something quite profound that's gone on here, because although whatever this is will take time to grow and turn into what it eventually will be, it feels like the fulfillment is in the here and now for you. It feels like the benefits are already starting in the here and now for you in April. Yeah. It's clarified by the Page of Swords, Temperance again, and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, right? The Page of Skies is the Page of Swords, and for me it talks about the bringing of new information into your head so that you can make new connections that you did not make before. We're back to that word again, connection, right? It's about your brain seeing things differently, processing the world differently. And indeed here with this Page of Swords, it's an owl. It's like it's occupying an elevated position, just as I felt here with the star. There's an elevated position that you are now taking on your own healing, on your own balance, right? There's something very conscious about what is going on with you here, right? This is not under the radar stuff. This is, I am actively approaching this and actively working on this. I want to bring balance into my life. I want to bring healing into my life. I want relationships that are reciprocal, and it does seem like you certainly have some of those at your disposal right now. Or maybe it is you've sat with what it is that you've learned throughout this whole process. You know, what it is that you've learned about yourself. Because there is an element of divine orchestration about all of this, you know. It feels like the first step on a new road to a new version of you, but one that is absolutely balanced and in the here and in the now, and, you know, really not in the business of abandoning your own basic needs. This card is all about lack. It is all about being abandoned and isolated and out in the cold and all that sort of thing, right? But you've taken the energy of a card which is inherently unstable and you have stabilized it. You are now meeting your own basic needs, right? You're taking care of yourself. More than that, you know, it's not just about the basic stuff. There's more profound stuff going on here too, you know, from this elevated position that you occupy. There's real hope for the future where there was none just a short time ago. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy about this, Virgo, I can't even tell you. I'm going to go over to Vimeo now and kind of pull this apart a little bit, because I'm super nosy and I'm so excited about all of these aces here for you. So if you want to join me, like I said, the link is in the description box. If not, no shade. I will see you next time. But genuinely know that I love you all very, very much. And I'm so excited about whatever this is about for you. So take care and I'll see you soon.